Hi, I'm Michi and that's my channel. Today we see through all my puzzles. I have make footage about my puzzle bibliothèque. I named it bibliothèque because there are books and videos and films and games, and on the upper range there is my storage where all my puzzles are collected. No, not all my puzzles. I think one or two are standing in my living room, or my daughter have some that are net films, or I've shown it but not in my puzzle collection. I show you all the puzzles that I have in my storage. So I will show you now all the puzzles and then coming back to the resume, I think. Oh, hi. Here we are in my library. That's my library. It's a little room. It's like a shelf. I call it my library because it has books in it and books in it and videos and games. Yeah, and here are a few of the little puzzles. And the rest of the shelves up there is my puzzle collection. I think we go through some of them. Some of them you will see that you have seen. That's one of my treasures, I would say. It's a special edition for only Ravensburger shops, and it's the 100 Wasserhaus in Vienna. It's my capital city, so that's really a nice little one. And here are more or less my photographs. So that's the puzzle highlights from Mediterranean spaces that I have two, one here and one here. And here is the nature puzzle, nature number 3. I think I have puzzled it already on the channel. This is a little bit a special thing because there are more puzzles in there that's called, or less, I don't think. I think the cat puzzle I don't have, but I have 3 other puzzles in here that have 500, 700, 15 and 1000 pieces puzzle from a second set, but it was so damaged box, and you will see it's overflowing. That's old puzzle. I think the puzzle magazine is Ravensburger, but there is no Ravensburger sign or logo. It's really an old puzzle. It's more vintage puzzle. I puzzled it once, but I think not on camera when that's really a thing I want to do with vintage puzzle. I think that's a Ravensburger. And here are my lost places, my 2 lost places. I think they are really unique in Europe. It's a waste room, more or less, but it's a photograph. It's not like the abandoned places. That's graphic. That's really a photograph. If you look at this here, that's really a nice one. It's just the light is so annoying. So that's more sewing fabric or so whatever, and it's really old and lost. And I saw on the background on the back side they have all the series, the picture of the series. The second I have is this one here. This one here I have also. But I don't think I like them because they are really dark and tedious to do, and it's not nice. And here's the last of my, I think, photographs. That's the timer hall. And here are my a little bit fantasy-like, darker ones. I think the only one is that's one of my older ones. It's a really dark puzzle, but I have it so long that it really is like a friend. And the others are I think that was the puzzle from Halloween last year. And here I have also puzzle, but it's in German, and the dragon. Yeah, and here is the first of the, but I have sorted them in the sort. But this is a Ravensburgers, look like somewhat that could be Thomas Kincaid style. It's from yeah, it's from Klaus Strobel. Klaus Strobel. So I have once reviewed 3 puzzles, 2 of Thomas Kincaid and 1 of this, but this is brighter and easier to do, and the colors are, I think I prefer Ravensburger before I do Schmidt puzzle. This is a nice safari puzzle where the puzzle frame and the animals came out and get in the real world. That's a shelf puzzle with books and everything else, and that's a galaxy puzzle. Here I have 2 of Ed Hardy. Yeah, there are 2 really bold colored, one pink and 1 yellow. And here are my Cellini puzzle that I've once given away many puzzles, and I think 3 Cellini puzzles are left from this course. I have more Cellini puzzle, but they are really nice looking, so the people want to have one of my Cellini. That was my first Cellini, I think, with breakfast, the bookshelf and the office. And here is the girl between. I have 2 puzzles of the style like Gore Juice. I have 2 1,000 piece puzzle and a 500 piece puzzle also, but it's on the other side. So, and here are more or less the flower themed puzzle. That's the stamp puzzle. That's really nice, beautiful. It's so easy. It's really a filler for 2-3 hours. This never took me more because it's so easy, but it's so nice. It's, you have really 24 separate puzzles and connected with each other. It's really a nice thing. And here I have the garden palette. I think that's a British puzzle, but it lands in my shelf. Of course, it was in sale once in one of my grocery shops, and I have to have this. This was really a good find. One with a pavilion on it. It's more painterly. That's a really difficult puzzle. The flower bouquet one's puzzle, and here is the Eiffel Tower puzzle with the balloons. So, and then I have collected together the food themed puzzle. So that's a strawberry puzzle, a coffee puzzle, a tomato puzzle, a noodle puzzle, and a green puzzle. It's not an apple, but there's much green. But I mean, the strawberry is not only taking strawberries; it has other vegetables. I don't know what this is in English, but it's a really nice puzzle too. I really like food themed puzzle, but I have only these 5 ones. But the coffee one is immensely hard. It takes hours and hours when I assemble this, so that I avoid them most of the time. I think I have only puzzled it once, 3 to 4 times, I think. Not more, not often. And here are my glowing in the dark sets, and the gloss effect is also here. So that's the I think that's the 2000. No, that's the 2000. I have a second one of Angera der Ältere. I'm interested, of course. One of the former puzzle, one of my older, I have also with his artwork style. It's always a little bit difficult to see this in this small little picture, but I don't want to throw everything out. That's a really old one. It's a really old one, but it's so funny with this planets and dolphins jumping over it and swimming in the pools. It's so sweet. That's the thing with the app that's not anymore to see that the game isn't there anymore, so it was really a bummer. And the 2000 and the gloss effect. It was a charity shop find. It costs not much, but it was really a nice puzzle. And the gloss effect is really a nice thing too. Although it was really difficult. This really huge flower. And here on the other side are the things for Christmas. And then here it begins with 3D puzzles. I have 1 or 2 3D puzzles, but not anymore. I think I've given up every other, and it's so difficult to have this in spaces. They are so dusty when they are assembled, and I think I have the Titanic, but the Titanic is broken. And I don't know if I have all pieces. This I have, I don't know if I have all the pieces here either, so it's here. Maybe I once do it, but I don't know. I've taken course. And here are my little bit bigger size puzzle. So here are my 2000 and 1500 piece puzzles. So that's a really nice one. I really think I want to assemble this the next time I take a little bit bigger puzzle. Yeah, it's yeah, it's a really old friend. I think I have this since I was 20 or so. So, and also this is also a friend of mine. That's really one of the puzzles I could do every time, and it's so pretty and it's so easy to puzzle. Or it's a mixture of easy, really easy, and really a little bit hard, but it's 2000 pieces and you can assemble, you can sort them. It's so nice to puzzle. It's the best picture for a puzzle, I think. And I think not only Ravensburger do this picture, I've seen this some more brands. This picture is Spirit of Fright. I can't read the artist, but it's one of my favorite, absolute favorite. And here is a wizard puzzle. It's a wizard that compares with a dragon, but it's a charity find and it's missing 7 pieces. So I don't know if I want to do it on the channel because they're missing so much pieces. It makes no pleasure to see this. And here is my Amy Stewart bookshelf. Here is one of also a charity shop find, but it's a really older one. It's the garden in Salzburg. It's also a city in my country, so I was interested in this, and it's a nice puzzle. And I think I maybe do this for a vintage puzzle review when you want to say this like this. This is a nice one, 1500, but it's difficult. It's really, really difficult. They have only blended colors. It's so, but it's always a thing that I like to do. Of course, the flower patterns are so nice. So I don't know why. It's like a challenge, and you can beat the challenge. And it's not so that you couldn't do this, but it's challenging. So that's really always when I want to do a little more challenging thing than I do maybe this. And here is also the Russian cathedral. I love this colorful, bold, round structures. Like here I also have this in the, but this is the other one. But I have an absolute fable for buildings that have something special on it, like the Taj Mahal, and this Russian church has also this element. And here I have a Harry Potter puzzle. It's a map of Hogwarts. It's really a nice one. It's a relatively easy puzzle, although they have not much color, but it's a relatively easy puzzle. It's a nice one. And here I have my special forms or special treats. That's the relief line. That's a puzzle that have 2 layers of puzzles. A puzzle on the puzzle, but it's glued together, so you have really chunky, thick pieces and really thin pieces, and they blended in each other. I don't think I want to have. I don't think it's a necessary thing to have, but I have one of this kind in my collection. Here I have a heart puzzle. It's heart-shaped, and in there are little heart shapes too. That's I really love this silhouette collection. Really, I always, when I see one, I collected them. They are my absolute favorite. Also, the Mickey shaped puzzle was one of them, but that's not more here, cause it hangs on the wall. And here is metallic collection, the Mask of Tutankhamun. Yeah, that's a difficult one. The mask is slightly going, but it's really difficult. For the glow, the gold is not easy to puzzle, and out of the frame there's so much black, and then you puzzle 1 hour through only black. And here is the silhouette puzzle from the Eiffel Tower. And here is a round puzzle. That's only a round puzzle that has not round shapes in it, but it's zodiac, and it's only a round puzzle. Here is my photo mosaic puzzle. I think they have given this up. This was a modern one in ages. I don't know. I've only collected me one of this series. I always want to collect one of a series. And then I have one of the series. So it's not, there were not many, and I have only this one. Maybe, no, but you can see that's like this photo mosaic where the picture is out of little pictures. It's a 500 piece puzzle, but it's really difficult. The little picture makes it not easy. And here is my art collection, and that's the special, it's handmade. So it's a picture of I think Paul Gauguin. I hope I pronounced this right. And it's a repainting, but it's there is paint on it. There are paints on the pieces, so there's really a structure in it. It's only 300 pieces, but I want to have a really artwork and really one who's painting the style on. It's really nice to touch. It's one of the things that's really nice to touch. Yeah. And here I have the two 500 and 2000. That's the two themed of with tea times from Amy Stewart, and that's the 2 shelves from Colin Thompson. And here are my crypt puzzle. I only have 2, the bigger black one and the gradient one. Then I have a larger size piece puzzle. I always say that's a senior puzzle. Of course, seniors like this big chunky pieces. I don't like really. It's so big puzzle when it's the summer, but it's really easy. And I think I once bought it for my mom, and then I didn't gifted it to her, and it lives in my collection. And here are 2 of my Sensori. I have 3 of them. I think the 3rd is on the other shelf to show up. Of course, they are really looking nice too. That's a really nice looking box, and I really want to have more of this. They are so nice, and that's so nice, of course. There's Japanese paper on it. It touches velvet, because every time I hear one saying velvet touch, then I think about these pieces, but they really have this Japanese paper on it. It's so soft and easy to so nice to touch. It's really there's a fingerprint on it, of course. It's a feeling sensation. And here I have one with coffee on it, and that's cork finish. It's always a little bit difficult to disassemble this, because the pieces stuck so good together. I can show you. I think I've leave it like that, but the surface has a cork structure on it. It's also nice to touch. It's really, I really want to have Ravensburger makes more of this puzzle. They are really nice, and I've bought the most of them in sale. So they didn't cost me that much, but when they came up they were really expensive, of course, of the sensory. And maybe they didn't do this, of course. They can't sell it, of course. They were so expensive. And here are my puzzles from Hofer or Lidl. That's discounters bars. I think that's bought by Hofer. Yeah, they are nice, really cheap puzzle. And they're a good puzzle. That's that I bought recently, but I have they have sold last time 5 to 6 puzzles. I think one of them I grabbed, and now I have a €5 new ones, but it's the only new one I have. And yeah, here are these cheap line puzzles. And here is a puzzle that I can't show you, of course. It's a Christmas present, and my children are on this, and they forbidden me to do this on the channel, and you'd never see this. But it's so nice to have a picture of my children. The two makes many photos of yesterday, and they make an extra photo from this timeline, and so I have them always in memory. It's a special. It's a 1500 Ravensburger special edition. It's so nice that they bought this for Christmas to me. And here I have other of this Harry Potter series and the Pokemon one. The challenge Pokemon one. And then we came to the little things. I think this is the only one thing here. Of course, it's American or English box, and it's not so big, so it didn't fit to the others, but it's an English garden, I think. Whistler Cottage, I think it names. And here are my 500 piece puzzle. So this is a little cottage, the little girl of the zoo series. I think it's also from this artist. Afternoon tea, that's an English puzzle. There were recipes for all the shortcakes and breads in there. It was a nice gimmick too. That one with the slots. That's a so funny picture to puzzle. That's the cute dogs in the garden, I think, and it names. And here are my 3 color wheels that I taken up here. And here is the 300 Cellini puzzle with the school ones. I've bought me this course. I want to puzzle with my children, and my son is not that patient, and I thought 300 pieces with a nice gimmick puzzle. And then I bought this extra to puzzle. And that's 2 children puzzle of my daughter that I've collected or that I've not giving away. So that's the 100 piece and 200 piece of Bellasaura, and one with glitter effects on it, or you can glue it on yourself. I don't know. I must see, but it's only 100 pieces, and I think that's shimmering, glowing, and yeah. And here I've taken the Moments puzzle, but I have all 2 puzzles of Moments, so that's 400 pieces, the cassette and the other. So, and then I have the shelf here too, of course. My puzzle collection goes over and this floats on the ceiling, so I've collected here all the that's what not Ravensburger, I think, I've taken in here. So that's the one from Copenhagen that I have. That's the art puzzle. That's truffle puzzle, the twos. That's my hay collection, I think. Maybe as 1 or 2 downwards. There are the 2 jolly pads and one of the monsters. And here is one of the Thomas Kincaid. I think the second I've used I used to do my diamond painting on the second Thomas Kincaid, so I didn't have it here. And here is the one and only Edeka puzzle I have. I think I've taken a video of this sample, but never give it to you. It's in Greece, yes, the Palateum. I don't know how this called, but that's the Greek philosophic starts in the world. Here they come democracy and everything else what's philosophic. So, and here are my 2 Thematic puzzle. I think I have known only that 2. And that's really difficult, this Vienna cartridge. It was hard. But that's a nice one with the clocks. That's a really nice one. Yeah, and here is the wooden puzzle of Trevor. And here I have my whole collection from Castellan. So that's the 2000 and the 1000 pieces. And here is the 500 piece. Here is one of my really old treasures. I've bought me this in Czech Republic, but I don't know the brand and I didn't have another one. We once was in the Czech Republic, and we all bought things. That was an opening of the country, and the things were really cheap, and I got in the bookstore, I could buy me any book, but then I saw they sell puzzle, and that was one of the, I like zodiac puzzles for the pictures normally, but I don't like the zodiac puzzles normally for my my sign. So that was, I think, yeah, his name Schütze. It's one of the only picture I really like of them, and then I thought, I take this here. That's mine. That's really an old one. And here is the Flora heart. And here I have an unknown Ravensburger puzzle. I don't know where my box for this puzzle is, but I didn't have one. It's only in the back. I think it's 2 horses running on the beach. But it's always named unknown because I don't know. Don't know what it is. So let me take this back. And here is another wooden puzzle that's also in by an Hofer or Aldi. It's a cheaper. It's sold in discounter. How much it cost I didn't know, because it was a present. But it's a really nice zodiac puzzle with wooden pieces. That's really nice too. And the box is nice. Yeah, it's also a flip box, and here are the pieces. And here is one of my other charity find. It's really a old puzzle, but this is a crime puzzle from F.X. Schmidt. I think F.X. Schmidt didn't exist anymore. They are bought by Ravensburger nowadays. So, and here I have one of my Cobo Hill. I have a second one also, but it's not here. It's on the other shelf. And 3 Eurographics here. That's not easy to see. That's really a sweet one. It's a random cut. So I only bought, I think, the Eurographic for the random cuts, and I have one ribbon cut, but I don't think I want to have more of the ribbon cut ones. I Really like the random cuts. Here is the pictures also sold in 5,000 pieces, but I don't think from Eurographic, but the other brand, I don't know. But that was a really nice fund, and I really loved this picture. Maybe I'd do this in 5,000 too, but we will see. Yeah, and my Claude Monet. It is so hard to build. I can't say it loud enough. It's so hard to build. Maybe I never do it again. I only puzzled it once, but it's not long in my collection, so maybe I will do it one day. But not now. So, and here I have an older one. It's also a charity shop find of a hair puzzle with this triangular puzzles, and that's one. It's only 750 pieces, but that's one. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really absolutely beautiful. I think that's one of my vintage puzzle. And maybe I could do a puzzle video about vintage puzzle, and then you will see this. This is absolutely beautiful. And also I have here the the museum's puzzle from the Kunsthistorischen Museum in Vienna. It's an older one. It's puzzle able, but the quality is not the best. But it's from a museum shop, and so it didn't have to be the best quality. And here I have the two wooden puzzles, or that was also a gift. And that's from my daughter. My daughter loves wooden puzzles, so. And I have here also a mini puzzle in this box. Yeah, then we go to the shelf outside and see the rest of the puzzle. So here we are now in my room, and here I have one or two to display. It's one of my Cobo Hill. I only have two, but that's the one with the quilt on it. It's so easy and so nice to puzzle. And here is my third sensory puzzle. The picture is really, really small, but it's an easy puzzle to puzzle. It's the picture is really easy. The background, it looks like it's many pieces, but it's not that much. Of course, it's only a 500 piece puzzle, and the rest, it takes so much space that this little puzzle with one color is not the mess, and so that's really an easy, fast one to do. And it's touching, so it's really a silk touch. It's with the silk paper on it. It's, yeah. And here I have my two Disney special puzzles with only 300 pieces. I think I make a special video for this, but I puzzled it once. I've already filmed it, but I don't think the days when I puzzled this I was not in good mood, and I think I'll repeat this. So, and in the background is a Lego architecture. And here I have also a hair puzzle. That's one of my Jacob Zombie. It's a quadrant. It's a quadrant puzzle. It's really a nice thing. And the panda and the splatting, it's really a fun puzzle. Here's one of my small little puzzles. It's a hair, and it's only 75 puzzle pieces, so it's really a small one. And here is a last of my Eurographics, and that's absolutely stunning. One of my favorite puzzle. I think every time I want to have to cheer me up, then I take this. It's a random cut, so it's really a funny thing to do either. and it's so funny. This umbrellas are so stunning, beautiful. I think I wanted to seen this other people do this. It's really an older one, but with the random cut, it's really a nice thing. And here is my little small micro puzzle. And here up is the Titanic puzzle. It's not knowing which picture. It's murder mystery puzzle. You can have a crime and then can do the solution. That's also a nice thing. Although I really love puzzles where they are not the picture on this, so I really could do this for my own. And here are 2 Clementoni puzzles. I think once I have said this, the 2 Clementinis here have, it's also older one, and they have gold foil on it. So sorry, that's so. And there are 2,000 piece puzzles that go together. I think I've once make a video, an intro for that, and say I could mix them together, but I didn't want to. And if you want me to do this challenge, then you really have to say do the challenge. But I don't think I do this. It would be really difficult. It was also a charity find, and I have assembled it once. Of course, I want to see if all the pieces there and all the pieces are there, and so. Yeah. So, what do you think? Have you enjoyed this roundabout seeing my puzzle collection? I don't know. I'm thinking about having a little time lapse or from a little puzzle that I never show to anyone in the end, so that you get a puzzle content also. Not only showing you my puzzles, but I really want to show you my puzzles course. I want to ask you, is any puzzle out there what you want me to like to see puzzle? So I really I've been thinking about a long time, because I have once make this puzzle content but in German, and I wanted to do this in English and make it shorter and not talking too much about this and that, because solely you can see now all the puzzles that I have, and maybe you can decide it then. You have seen 1 or 2, or want me to do a challenge with mixing 2 together. It's also a option, I think. And yeah, it's also a little bit for me a guideline. Could I do something that you want me to do, or you want to see me doing? Because I always decided for my own, but I will decide it for my own when nobody says puzzle me this. Yeah. Or I've get a comment like one says, I've talked too much, I must let this out, cut this out, or talk less. Then I also want to say, no, I want to do this as it's not the puzzle content only channel, so that's my channel, my personal channel. And I'm personal me in this channel. When I want to talk about something and there is a starting point and an end point in my thought, then you're giving you the chance of seeing what I'm thinking about. And I mean, the world is going so fast. It's getting faster and faster and faster. And no, I don't want to. I can't. I don't like TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't want to make TikTok, and I didn't want to make shorts, and I don't want to be on the community tab. I mean, why should I? Making me this work and effort, it takes so much time to make these videos for you. That's my hobby. When I'm will forcing me to do something that's not in me, then it would take many problems with me. I mean, I was so stressed out with this whole battle of the YouTuber puzzles too, cause I've got no reaction. I have to force them to see me, and I don't want this. They never get in touch with me. I have the hashtag. No one from the 5 YouTuber puzzlers get in the whole way in touch with me. I don't want to. I have my own little channel and I'm doing my videos that's my hobby. That's okay for me. And I don't want to bother anymore about making content for something else or for someone else. So I don't want to. And I want to talk about what it's bothering me, or I want to talk about that I have problems with understanding why they react like that. And that's my channel. Why should I get in the faster style and making content for whom? I slow down. And when I want to talk about something, then I talk about something. And I don't cut out when I inhalate and exhalate, and I can't make breaks, and I don't cut them out. So when you don't want to watch this sort of video, and when you don't want to slow down sometimes, then please unsubscribe. I'm here on my own and I'm talking with myself, and I want to be satisfied with this, what I'm doing. And so you get this sort of content when you watch my videos. Yeah, that's decided. Yeah, that was the thing that I wanted to say about, because I really think I will talk about one thing or another, what's my opinion on something else, or something on YouTube, or something what's in my life or taking or bothering me. I will talk a little bit on every video about this and that, and yeah. That's maybe also an announcement. So now the summer, I think I will make videos that makes me happy, making a pleasure, or I have the setting now high up there, so I will build the bigger puzzle. I've been thinking about building the Clementoni downtown a second time on the table when I'm dumping all out of the pieces off the board and sorting while I'm building it, or vice versa. So making chaos puzzling with 6,000 pieces. It would be so funny. So I think I would take the beginning and the end time, but I'm sorting all through the whole process. I have no sorting time. I will building the edge when I'm needed it, so I have no edge time, but I will take the process, how long it took me, and the days it took me. So less data, but more of a unstructured fun. Mainly a little bit more chaos, little bit less organized. Maybe it took me longer, but I think I would have the pleasure of puzzling like I want to do the puzzle. Maybe I can't do this, but I can do the puzzle without sorting every piece in the front, so I could sort them through all the process and resort, and maybe sorting the blue out, then a whole bunch of pieces will be left the board. But I really want to do this a little bit in a chaos style, so maybe to have fun with it, but I want to film it. So when you're excited and want to join me on this chaos experience, then maybe leave me a comment also below. So now I will end the video, it's long enough. You see my most of my collection I see on my shelf, on on the shelf sitting above my TV. There is a Cavallini & Co. a vintage puzzle with flowers that I've not shown to you, but it's also a nice one, maybe. But you have seen all my collection, and maybe you choose one and say, oh, that's so nice puzzle, puzzle me this. So yeah, I think that's all I want to say in this video. So bye, have a nice day, evening, morning, midnight, breakfast, lunch, whenever you watch the video, and we see each other in the next. Bye, and happy hobby allerseits.